The time that you have for your life, for your business, it's the same exact time as everybody else. Now, I know you guys have seen a lot of quotes about this, but how is it possible that Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, and every other rich person you know in your life has the same exact 24 hours that we do? They're not superhumans. They can't slow time down. They can't manipulate time. They can't create more time for themselves. Yet they manage to accomplish very big things. Now, that might not be your plan, but the idea that someone else can create so much in the same amount of time that we have aptitude and reach for, that has to tell you something. It has to tell you that you are in a position to do the biggest things that you want to accomplish and that you have the time to do it. How you allocate your time is going to be the biggest factor. So I'm going to help you create some kind of sort of idea on where you allocate this time and how you allocate this time. I hope you guys are with me. So if we're going to take it this way and we're going to adapt to what time is for you, let's bring it in this nature, okay? We're going to write a big marker so everybody can see, okay? So we're going to have some, we're going to label some things out. But the first thing we're going to label out is money, time. All right? These are like what you would consider money-making activities. Okay? Then there's another section. That section is not money, but important time. Okay. Funny thing about this is that this is the one piece that I really love to harp on. This is where people talk about that money, that work-life balance experience, right? Which we'll get into in another chapter, right? But this stuff right here, this is equally as important as the money-making activity. It just doesn't make you any money, right? So equally as important. But no money here. You want a perfect example of this? Perfect example of this section right here is spending time with your family, visiting your parents, having dinner with a friend, smoking a cigar outside because you want to relax for a minute, right? Those are the kinds of things that are not money-making activities, but they are important time and necessary for your health and well-being, right? And for your family. Let's talk about the last piece. Time. Oh my God, you guys ready? Wasted. Time wasted. These are the three divisions that I want you to focus on. Now, here's the cool part. We're going to give you an activity that we want you to try out, okay? Or I'm going to give you an activity that I want you to try out. This activity is very important and it is time consuming and it is monotonous and it is quite honestly a pain in the butt. But if you accomplish this activity and you do it well, you're going to see some major changes in your life, okay? Major changes. So here we go. I want you to wait a minute. I want you to buy a notebook. When you buy that notebook, you know those black and white notebooks, those composition books you used to buy back in the day, you could pick them up at any pharmacy for like 79 to 99 cents. It's the craziest thing, right? Buy one of those. Doesn't have to be fancy. Don't just pick it up on your next milk run, okay? Now, when you buy that notebook, I want you to, for 7 days, scribe your time. This is where the difficult, monotonous task comes in. I want you to scribe your time. What does that mean? That means that for 7 days, I want you to schedule, or not schedule, I'm sorry. I want you to write down and scribe in that notebook every single thing that you do, from what time to what time, what the total amount was. I want to know, if you go to the bathroom, you scribe it. You go out for a drink with your friends, you scribe it. You watch a movie on Netflix, you scribe it. You call some leads, scribe it, right? You go show some houses, scribe it. You go on a listing appointment, scribe it. You're meeting with a client, scribe it. You're talking with your lender, scribe it. You got a meeting with your boss, scribe it. I want to know everything, okay? Everything needs to go in this book, okay? And after 7 days, once you finish this activity, this is where the magic happens, right? I want you to annotate the 3 sections that we talked about: the money-making activities, the non-money making activities, and the wasters. Okay? Now, you can do this one of 2 ways. You can use my symbols, or you can do something that I really like. For the money-making activities, okay? Sorry. For the money-making activities, I highlight this baby, okay? In green. For the non-money making activities, I highlight them in red, the wasters, right? And in yellow, I come with the non-money making activities, but still important, right? And this is what's going to happen. If you do this really, really well, you are going to be able to tell how much time you actually spend in your business making some money, how much time you actually spend associated with your family and other things that are important, right? Like grocery shopping is important, right? And you're also going to be able to monitor how much time you've actually wasted. This is going to give you an opportunity to look at this right here and go, oh no, I can't do that anymore. I need to fill this time up with this time or this time, because I don't frown on family time. Then you're going to find ways to take this right here and turn it into this. It's the craziest part right here, right? So both my daughters are in volleyball. When I go to volleyball games, I wear shirts that promote my business. I wear gear, I wear hats that promote my business. People talk to me about real estate. They talk to me about coaching in business, because I am a walking billboard. So I turn volleyball time with my daughter into an opportunity to make it a money-making activity. Now, does that mean that the 8 hours at the tournament is going to be all money-making? No, there might be a 15-minute conversation, but the 8 hours was worth it for my family and my daughter. And the 15-minute conversation could lead to something greater. Once you finish this activity, you're going to know, yeah, it looks like a happy face. You're going to know the things that you need to accomplish, right? The things that you need to do to get rid of the time wasted, okay? Get rid of this time wasted, okay? Turn this into a better opportunity and fall in love with this right here. This task is so critical, it's so important. There is no other task that I have tried coaching people for the last decade that has worked as well as this one. However, there's no other task that I've assigned more to the most people that has not been fully completed. So my challenge to you, complete the task, finish the 7 days, highlight the notebook, sit with your spouse if that's a trusted partner or another trusted partner, sit down with them and go, hey, let's do this together. Let's see what we're burning time away and why we're not as accomplished as we'd like to be. Try this out. I promise this is going to really work for you. This is the beginning of taking action in your life and business.